Welcome, dear friends. Today we are going to learn about approaches to design controlled drug delivery system, which is ion exchange controlled. Okay, so basically there are three approaches through which the drug release from a controlled drug delivery system is monitored. So out of this is one approach, that is ion exchange controlled approach. Now, what is the method or the technique which is basically used in ion exchange approach? Okay, so the ion exchange resins, okay, these are water insoluble polymeric materials which contains ionic groups. Now, it has got ionic group. That means what? It is a charged moiety. Okay, so the polymer chains with ionic groups, they are inherently water soluble. So to make them water insoluble, what we have to do? We have to cross link them. Okay, so these polymer chains, they have to be cross linked. Okay, so if the cross linking density is very low, then the system becomes a hydrogel. It will form a gel. Okay, but what we want a resin which has to be water insoluble, and hence we have to increase the degree of polarization. Okay, so to prevent the extensive swelling in water, the resins, they have to be extensively cross-linked. Okay, thus the resins, they are simply highly cross-linked polyelectrolytes. So ion exchange resin is also used to make hard water soft. Okay, now consider it to be an example of ion exchange resin. Okay, so you can see here, this is um, a cationic drug molecule is attached to a polystyrene sulfonic acid. Okay, now this moiety, the sulfonic acid, it is negatively charged and your drug is positively charged. Okay, so what is going to happen when you give this type of drug or the medicine, or mostly ion exchange resins, they are formulated in the form of suspensions. Okay, so now when you give this type of dosage form to the patient, then what is going to happen? The positive or the cations which are present inside the body, like sodium, potassium, okay, they are positively charged. So they will reach to that site, and they will displace this drug molecule, and they themselves will get bound to this sulfonic acid moiety. Okay, so now if you see the second diagram here, the sodium, it has replaced this sulfonic acid moiety, and hence as the sodium it is replacing, the drug which was earlier placed here, it is removed, and that unbound drug is available for absorption. Okay, so this is the basic principle of ion exchange resin. Okay, now consider this, the sulfonic acid moiety, and this is the drug. The drug is positively charged, the sulfonic acid is negatively charged. Okay, now when you give the system to the patient, the cations which is present inside the body, it will go, as it will have high affinity for that sulfonic acid. This moiety, it will come in close proximity with this sulfonic acid moiety, and it will displace the drug. Look, so one drug molecule is displaced. Now another sodium moiety will come, and it will displace another drug moiety. Another sodium will come, and it will displace another moiety. So in this way, what we have achieved, we have achieved free drug concentration inside the blood. Now this drug, it is available for absorption, and it will give you the plasma drug concentration. Okay, so the charges in the resin, they can interact with the drug molecules with opposite charge by electrostatic interaction. A cationic drug, dextromethorphan, it can be attached to the sulfonate ion on the polymer chain by electrostatic interaction. Thus, the drug molecules, they can be replaced with other cations such as sodium and potassium, and the detached drug is released from the ion exchange resin. The drug release from ion exchange devices depends on the replacement of the drug molecules by other electrolytes. Thus, the rate of drug release depends on area of diffusion, that is the surface area available of the resin particle, cross-linking density, ionic strength, that is concentration of the replacing ions such as sodium or potassium inside the body for cationic drugs and chloride for anionic drugs, and coating of the drug resin complex. So to have a further control over drug release, the ion exchange resin can be coated with water insoluble polymers such as ethyl cellulose to provide diffusion controlled drug release. In this way, more predictable drug release can be obtained. The ion exchange resin can be easily made into suspension dosage forms that allow tailoring of the individual dose. And this type of dose tailoring is very important in case of pediatric and geriatric patients. Okay. So since a drug is released slowly in small quantities, the GI irritation is substantially reduced. Since all drug molecules, they are initially bound to polymer chains, these dosage form can effectively provide test abatement. Suspension of ion exchange resins were first developed by Penvolt Pharmaceutical Company, and the system is called as the Pen Kinetic System. So this was all about the ion exchange approach for controlling the drug release. Thank you for watching.